Alright guys, I got labels on all this stuff. I'm just going to show you right quick. All these wires are labeled. You're going to D-pin your plug. I've got another video of me taking the wires out of this one, but I'll show you right quick on this one. You're going to find the wire here. So like right now I'm on the number 5 plug with the tan. I'm going to push the wire in, and I've got a small little Allen wrench here, and I'm going to push it in the back side of this while I'm pushing pressure on that. You do that and you'll feel it kind of turn loose, and you can just slide it right out. Go over to the next one, show you a couple of them. The pink wire, mash it in, down the line. All I'm doing, guys, is de-pinning my factory plug, and I'll turn around and repin it based on the new diagram. The reason I'm doing it like this is because instead of cutting these wires and then having to splice them or resolder them, I know I've got a good connection if I can just stick this back in to the plug in the new spot. So I'm going to use all of these that I can. Some of them will be cut off and covered up because they'll no longer be needed or used, but just want to try to do that to keep from having to make new connections. Every new connection, every spot I cut this wire is a spot of potential failure, so in order to bypass that, I'm just reusing it. So I'm going to finish taking this apart, guys, and then I'll come back to repinning. Alright guys, got all this unplugged, undone. Here is the stock gauge plug. That's what all these wires are right there. I'll put a link to this or do a picture of it at the end so you can copy it. This is for my 1980 K5 Blazer. This is the stock plug. And this one is the one that I'm going to. I'll repin all my wires. You can see my plug there. It's got nothing in it. I do have a white plug that actually came with the Suburban cluster that I have. I'm just going to go back and use my stock one here, wrote across there so I can see the numbers better. But I'm going to go through and start repinning this based on this diagram here. And the wires that I don't use or move will be disconnected and deleted. So with that, I'm going to get started. Alright, so I've got everything repinned here. And y'all are probably going, well, I've got extra wires, I don't know what to do with them. Sit tight, I'm going to try to show you. This has been a mess because I didn't have some of my other stuff tied in yet, but I'll go over it with you. You've got your medium blue here that you're going to disconnect from your plug on your old plug the way that it was. This goes to your low oil pressure light and your choke indicator, or your choke indicator. You're not going to use that, tie it up, disconnect it, tape it up, however you want to do it. I've got two grounds here. I've just twisted them up and connected them together there with some shrink wrap, so they're not going to be used. There's a pink wire, guys, pink and black, that came off of here that you're not going to use. It came out of your main plug here. You can tie that off. What I'm doing with it is I'm using that to go down to my PCM to tell my PCM that the ignition is on, and I'm also using that to go to my battery indicator light. That's gonna more or less, it says battery indicator light, more or less that's gonna go to my alternator gauge, my battery gauge on my dash. That's what that goes to, up through these wires and into the plug. My check engine light, I wired it in with, I believe it's the
PCM.
It's on there somewhere, guys. Got it wired in to where my check engine light would come on. It also goes down to my PCM from a plug that I have. That was one of the extra ones that you have to add. Vehicle speed sensor, I've got that run out through the firewall, and I'm going to run it down, hook it up to the vehicle speed sensor underneath and tie it in. But I'm leaving these labels and stuff on here. That way, if something happens, I need to come back to it later for reference. Before I start it up, the problem with mine is I'm a little bit away from starting it up, so I'm not going to use, not going to be able to really test this out right away. But you can see I've got, you can't see, but there it is. There's my OBD port. I had to wire it in, finish it up along with some of this other stuff. So guys, that's the dash wiring in a nutshell. The 90 to 91 Suburban K5 dash with electronic speedo. Repinning your plug, guys, is fairly simple. Just try to follow the diagrams that I've set out here. I'll put them in the description or do a picture of them here at the end of the video, and you can do yours to get it set up from your LS swap. If you've already done the LS swap and you're looking at a gauge cluster and everything, it'll be fairly easy for you to go ahead and hook this stuff up by repinning the plug, because yours is already probably running and going down the road and stuff. Mine is not, so I can't test anything right now. But stay tuned, guys, more videos to come. If you like what you see, subscribe, comment, and share. And let me know how I'm doing. If you got any questions, ask some questions. If you see something I've done wrong in my videos, guys, comment, let me know, and tell me what I did wrong, because I don't have any way to check it or test it at the moment. So with that, guys, I'm cut loose, and hope y'all enjoy. Have a good one.
These diagrams are posted on my Instagram in the comments below. Check out the description for the link.